What's up, guys?
Welcome back to episode 2.
The Afterhours podcast.
The Afterhours podcast.
With myself and Roman.
Roman.
He's the funny one, I'm the boring one.
And today we have a very special guest, Caitlin Traill, Year 12 Wellbeing Prefect.
Hi, everyone.
So tell us about yourself, Caitlin.
Dislikes, hobbies, perhaps?
Well, I mean, I grew up in London,
Nice.
in the countryside. Kent, like Tunbridge Wells, it's about 2-hour drive from London. And I came here about 8 years ago. And just great lifestyle.
I never even knew that.
Did you?
No.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's cold, I presume?
Like when I first came over here, it was during winter and we all, like my whole family, just turned up with singlets on.
Yeah.
And everyone gives us weird looks like, what?
Yeah. Alright, well, first thing we got here is,
So you're Wellbeing Prefect, right?
Yes.
Run us through what that exactly is, because some people may not know what that exactly entails.
Yep. Well, it was a new role last year. We had Emily Abbott do it. And it's quite a big role. Like, I didn't think it was going to be this big. But when we got told, like Ruby and myself, when we got told that we were the Wellbeing Prefects, they gave us this whole portfolio and like a rundown of what we had to do, which is like music on Fridays. You know, the music that you hear.
Yeah.
We organise that every Friday, set up the speakers. Obviously Kindness Week, that happened last week.
Yeah.
Of course.
We did that. And
Who chooses the music? For,
Music?
for Fridays.
That's me.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to request anything, I'm always the person to ask.
Gimme by ABBA. Always a good choice.
Dancing
Yeah.
Queen, by
Alright.
just the whole Mamma Mia soundtrack.
Do you know they announced an ABBA tour?
Did they?
Yeah, but
Whoa.
it's holograms.
Or
How would that work?
Thing, where they just have like an animation of ABBA on screen.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's a hologram. That's all it is. I think
Crazy.
they've done that before with Michael Jackson,
Oh, yeah.
and I think of probably a select other people. But yeah,
Because I thought the thing with ABBA was they didn't want to get back together.
no. So that's why the holograms.
Yeah, okay.
Because they had they just disputes in general.
Yeah.
Spill your tea. Okay.
Never mind. So do people recognise you, Caitlin? Well,
I feel like definitely after today they would have, since Assembly I was up quite a lot talking, and my video was shown for Kindness Week. So
yeah, you did a good job with that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
No.
Really cute. And
It's a good
adorable.
hobby of mine. I just love it. So
Sweet.
Yeah, I remember your OAS video a
yeah,
couple of years back. Yeah.
That picture of you holding that fairy floss.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a good one.
That was actually taken in South Africa. Fun fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are your parents South African or?
Yeah, they're
you're-
Zimbabwean. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, just before they had me, they moved to London. So
Wow.
yeah,
All strokes of life on that one.
yeah.
Cool. A bit of everywhere.
Okay, so what about the extra workload? Is it stressful or?
I mean, it is stressful, but it's all about time management. Like,
Yeah.
just you always got to make sure that you are keeping social as well. Like friends, like Kate, Sasha, Angie. Yes, they may have asked for a shout out, but I do appreciate them.
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, so my friends Kate, Sasha and Angie, they helped out a lot with my with like how I felt during that week, because it was definitely stressful. I had
of course.
assessments of course to do. So it just helped having a support network like Mr. Rogers as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Miss Edwards, all that lot. And they're always great, and the whole prefect team, everyone helped, and it just makes it really good.
Do you ever feel like people ever make fun of you for being a prefect? Do you get any of that?
Yeah, I would only say that my close friends and family would do that.
Okay,
when
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, so for example, I would say like, what is it? Yeah, well, when I'm sick or at home, like I'm missing school, they would like make a joke like, oh, you're looking after your well-being, like in terms of prefectship, they'll make that joke. And like Callum Donald, if he didn't do as well as in a test, he would get, laughed at for that, but because he's academic.
Yeah.
But
So do you and the other prefects have a little like a high society club?
No.
Do you meet for cultural rituals every Monday or something?
Is it like
well,
a
we have
secret club? No.
not really. I wouldn't say it's secret, but we do have our meetings on Wednesday lunchtime. So yeah, and that's always fun. We all bring in food and just eat and talk about what's upcoming and what we need help with. Yeah.
Sweet.
Who's your favourite prefect, other than yourself?
If I had to choose,
Yeah.
I would say Ruby, because she is my better half.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is it a co-position or is it like a regional manager and there's an assistant to the regional manager?
No. It's co, definitely. We're a team and
Okay.
it's co.
Partners in crime.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's the funniest prefect?
Out of us two, or
out
out of
of
the
the
whole
whole-
prefect?
yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say. I'd have to say Matt Lowndes is quite a character. So.
Did it again. Yeah. So last week, the Moyes Year 12 cohort went and played handball with the Year 7s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think that went, guys?
Yeah.
I personally thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Playing handball with the kiddies. Everyone's yelling, screaming.
The
It's so
nostalgia.
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
I haven't been to that side in the school for so long.
No.
Ever since the SAC's been built. Because beforehand I felt like you would just go everywhere around the school, walking around. But now you barely have to leave here unless you do a science.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or for
Basically.
sport or something.
Yeah.
Did you guys learn some names of the kids?
Nope.
Unfortunately,
No.
no.
Oh, that's a shame. Did you share your name though?
Nope.
I made friends with one guy who says he
Yeah.
likes to get kids in like a headlock at recess.
Oh, okay.
Fitting in with that crowd, huh?
Yeah. He's like, they're all great. They're just
Yeah.
really enthusiastic and energetic, of course.
Yeah.
Good vibes all around. That's what it was. It was good fun.
Definitely.
Just destroying them in handball.
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely did.
Have you seen some of them at all, like around school, and they've like come up to you? Because that's happened to me.
Oh no, not to me.
Oh.
That actually happened to you.
Yeah,
really?
they've like come up to me and said, "Hi, Caitlin."
Oh, that's so
Aw.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I actually saw the kid who said he does like headlocks at like lunchtime one time,
Yeah.
giving some kid a headlock. But no, we didn't talk, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played handball.
Used to be a
Yeah.
It was the
handball master in
craze.
Year 7.
Yeah.
Year 7, year 8, even year 9, I think.
Yeah, definitely what you said. Nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've done any sort of physical activity. So it was refreshing
Yeah.
to feel the rush of competitiveness against smaller children.
Yep.
It's also been a while since I've seen anyone smaller than me, so
Yeah.
yeah. So moving on to the next point. What is the next point?
I think Billie Eilish.
William Eyelash, or better known as Billie Eilish. Billie, how would you pronounce it, Caitlin?
Billie Eilish.
Billie
Billie
Eilish.
Eyelid.
William Eyelid.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish.
What's her actual name?
Is that
It just says Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is her actual name.
that's a sick
What's her
first name.
nationality?
She's American, right?
American,
Yeah,
yeah.
American, yeah.
So Billie Eilish, Pirate Bed O'Connell. No, that's not her name. Wikipedia's got this one wrong.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's O'Connor, isn't it? Something.
Billie Eilish, pirate. Her middle name would be Pirate.
Okay, I don't really.
I don't trust
Yeah,
that.
irrelevant.
Her music.
I think we should give a bit of a background on her first.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so Billie Eilish, she's 17? 18?
Yes, 17.
She's about our age.
She started when she was 14. I want to say 14,
Yeah.
15. She's kind of an interesting case because she's got a little bit of scrutiny before and at the current moment because she started in this industry in a very strange manner where
so?
she started on a soundtrack of a film and then from there made a couple of singles and magically at the age of 15 she was getting millions of views and whatnot. And it was interesting because apparently her brother writes some of the songs.
Yeah, they work together. He produces.
Yeah,
their
but
songs.
I think now she's come out and said that he's now her producer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're both songwriters. And she does the singing and he does the producing.
But beforehand, Billie Eilish,
Eilish.
I'm going to keep messing that up, but beforehand she had a sort of stigma about her where it was just, I don't know, how do you say it? 13-year-old girl sad music, which is definitely what it was. It was very industry. There was nothing really unique about it. It was very designed in a way, not creative in much of a manner. But with this new album, which is
when we all fall asleep, where do we go?
Is I'd happily say is completely opposite, and it slaps, which is the correct description of this song. Would you not agree?
It slaps.
Yep, I agree.
It does slap. There's some songs in there which are genuinely creative and are a great portrayal of what I believe she is going to become as a musician and an artist. Some people that I've talked to have disagreed. They said that they find it annoying that she cannot sing properly and that she can't pronounce words properly, but
No, that's all part of her artistry.
who she is. Yeah. So, Caitlin, have you heard the album?
Yes, I have.
Tell us about it. What were your thoughts?
My thoughts. I think it's, in a way, kind of relaxing. Like, I've actually listened to the songs when I'm, like, studying or, like, maybe going to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird because the bass and, like, everything just changes non-stop. But in a way, it's, like, hauntingly beautiful.
I really felt that for
feel
the
that.
later half of the album.
So what songs were those?
The 8,
Zanny.
Zanny and like I Love You and Goodbye, I think it was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I Love You, Goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah. Those were all right. I mean, I was really looking for things like Bury a Friend and the exclamation mark one, which I think was just her talking about an Invisalign, but there's something about it that I kind of liked.
It's 14 seconds.
14
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 14
on the
seconds. Taking out my Invisalign. But yeah, because the Zanny and the 8 were very, very pop,
Yeah.
and those weren't really.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
Disagree with me. Let's see.
I really think she uses any generic pop conventions within those songs.
Okay.
Right? There's no real like hook, then verse, which builds up to like a drop, which then is like leads to a really loud like what's what I'm looking for. You know, like in Closer, where it's like do 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 do, like that like electronic synthesizer bit. Yeah, there's none of that stuff. You with me? You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay,
Alright, yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
So what I liked about Zanny is that her high pitch.
Zanny,
vocals-
Zanny.
Alright.
To clarify, Zanny started off not so good, and I thought this is kind of generic. And I've heard this a million times before, but by the end of it, it recovered itself and redeemed itself.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I liked how her vocals, they're quite high pitched, also very quiet, and that up against this really hard hitting, loud bass in the background, I thought that sounded quite good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what songs in particular though? Is that like the 8 one or?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Like, that was in Zanny.
Yeah, Zanny. And also with
okay.
Zanny, there was a bit of like jazz-styled kind of lyrics,
Yeah,
I felt.
yeah.
A bit of jazz piano in the background, which is cool, because
Yeah.
just put jazz in any song and it makes it automatically better.
Yeah, I guess more of a vibe. A vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good vibe.
And with 8, there's a bit of ukulele going on.
I felt that was so generic, that song.
Really?
Personally, I just.
And again, that ukulele juxtaposed with the bass, and these interesting chord changes, I thought was great.
Did you think the same? The juxtaposition of the ukulele with the bass?
To be honest, I haven't really listened to 8. That wasn't my favourite. My favourite
Yeah,
was
it's
Listen
one-
Before I Go.
Sounds like there's a kid.
Alright, well, yeah, I don't really like any of the singles that were released, any of the big hits.
Which ones?
What's it called, like, Bury a Friend,
Okay, so the best one on there. You
no, the one she did from
Bad Guy?
Bad Guy, 8 Reasons, the one she did for 8 Reasons Why,
You Should See Me in a Crown.
yeah.
Okay, so
All
the top 3 songs. That
all
were
the
on that
ones
album
that-
Damien doesn't like.
all the ones that
He's not like
garnered
Norman
commercial
Bates.
success, I'm not really a fan of. Not
Fair
because
enough.
of that fact, but just because I think they're the most poppy sounding ones on the record.
No, there's
No,
the
no, no,
opposite
no.
of the pop. The
No.
pop sounding ones are all the ones that you thought.
No, mine are the opposite of that. Mine are like the
How is
weird
Bury a
indies.
Friend pop and generic? How?
To be completely honest with you, it's been a while since I've listened to it. Can we play it now?
No, it's
audio,
copyrighted.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just kind of.
It isn't though. It's creative and it's spooky. Agreed.
Yes.
It's
All the
spooky.
songs are spooky on there. I
Oh.
do agree. Or most of them.
The Bury a Friend video was really cool. Everyone was saying
Yeah.
that was
all
too
of,
spooky.
I haven't
all of
seen
her
that,
videos
actually.
are awesome.
Yeah, they're
They're
cool.
different.
What
They're
happened with in that video?
I don't know, some spooky stuff. She was something about a bed and it
Yeah.
was all dark.
Oh.
Yeah, too spooky for me. I actually closed my eyes for most of it. So
There you go.
I'm pretty sure she...
Alright.
I'm
I've
pre-
never heard of Billie Eilish before, I'll be real with you. So, can you describe her to me? Like, how would you sell her to me?
Her music or...
Her music, yeah.
She's kind of... That's the thing with music. I don't really like to classify it, but it's kind of alternative pop, kind of.
it is. I
Yeah.
describe it as that as well. It's
not like...
not pop, but
Sweet
it's
but a
alternative.
psycho, a little bit, that song. It's not like that. It's different. It's good.
The lyrics are quite, I don't know, depressing.
Yeah, that's definitely the same.
because I mean, she in herself is a, that's sort of where she.
That's where her mind is when she's writing these songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think for the past couple of years, she's been in that mindset of sadness and whatnot, and dealing with success. So I think it's going to echo into her other songs.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays, and for the future, I think it's going to get a lot brighter.
I mean,
But also, that's what made her popular. So
yeah,
there's creativity, and then you can't really just change your whole sound because then people get angry, which is a great example of what happened with the Gorillaz. Because they had their whole stigma. Because they hadn't released an album for a while, and they came out with a new one. I can't even remember the Satin Bars. Are you familiar?
the one they released like last year.
It was like 2 years ago. It was all
No,
about
no.
space.
I'm sorry.
No, because you probably wouldn't know because it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Was
It is
Now?
Humans
Oh,
from
Humans.
2017. Yeah, it was the same case as that because the last one was 2010. Oh no, yeah, 2010 was
yeah.
the last one with Plastic Beach. It was a magnificent album, which was super good, and they came up with a new one, Humans, and it really wasn't that flash
Just wasn't up to
because they
standard.
changed the sound and then people get angry. But the Now is good.
But no.
Yeah, which is the new
I
one.
haven't listened to a lot of Gorillaz, to be completely honest.
It's sort of the same.
I've only heard like their big Clint Eastwood,
Yeah,
Feel Good,
Feel
all
Good.
those big hits.
Yeah, Melancholy Hill probably as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
heard the
that's
album.
great.
Back to Billie Eilish.
William Eyelash.
William Eilish. So you asked me what did you ask me?
To classify
Yeah.
William Eyelash.
Yeah. So dark alternative pop thus far.
Thus far, yeah, thus far. Agree, Caitlin?
I agree.
Wait, so like, what other artists is she like? Or is she like?
She's kind of her own
rebranding
thing.
a new genre?
Yeah, she's
She's like creating a new thing.
With this new album, yes.
Yes,
The other ones,
definitely.
not so much. But to be completely fair, she was kind of a 15-year-old, so...
yeah.
Yeah.
And people kind of tell you what to do when you're that age.
Yeah, and also especially in the musical industry.
Yeah,
So
especially.
that would have been a double entendre there. Is that what a double entendre is?
Probably. Yeah. Get that up.
Looking it up.
Isn't a double entendre like a double act?
A word or phrase open to two interpretations, one of which is usually risque or independent.
Indecent.
Okay, maybe that wasn't
Indecent.
it.
No, probably not.
I think. Have you seen on her Instagram like where she never smiles in her photos?
Yeah.
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 That's. I don't know. I just found that funny.
It's sort of keeping up with persona,
Yeah.
Alright, next topic.
All right.
I think we said all we needed to say about William.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
final thoughts on Billie Eilish. I mean Eilish.
Eyelash, eyelid,
Eyelid.
cornea. No.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, Caitlin.
I feel like this album will definitely be very popular for a long time. It will be in the hot hits.
Yeah.
Maybe even feature in Triple J Top
Oh,
100.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, I think it was a success for her and it will increase her fame.
All right, Roman.
Yeah, I think that beforehand I wasn't convinced on the whole William Eyelash thing, but now I am eagerly awaiting the next creative adventure.
Yeah, I think this album's brought her commercial success and also critical success. And yeah.
What's critical success?
So, what makes something good critically? Like, I won't get into this, but like, what makes a piece of art good? Pretty much is what that is. You know?
Okay.
What makes this song good? That's critical, like success. Yeah, very experimental. Not very, but like, you know, some interesting
there
stuff
is-
going
yeah,
on,
definitely.
which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Would you say it's an introductory album? Do you reckon it's like a good place to start with songs?
could she not peak after this? Maybe.
But
I don't know, it's just like, is it good for new people to listen to?
Oh, sorry, I completely misinterpreted your question.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is... Well, it depends on who you are. I mean, we all have different interests and we all like different genres. So if you're into the more pop stuff, then her latest stuff will be, you know, just your liking. But if you're into the more alternative, darker toned... The better songs, yeah. You'll listen to Bury a Friend and everything that Damien doesn't like.
You listen to Zanny and 8 and I Love You
no.
and Goodbye.
Yeah, I guess I'll listen to it after school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely give it a listen. We're not even sponsored, wow.
Sponsor us, Billy, please.
Sponsor.
We're reaching out here.
What's next?
What's next? That's a very good question.
Holidays are next.
Holidays
Yeah,
are
around the
next.
corner.
5 more days. No, 4.
Days. 4, yeah.
After this.
It's crazy.
2 hours.
Caitlin, what are you going to do in your holidays?
Well, I'm actually leaving on Wednesday. I'm
Oh.
going down south for a surfing trip.
Oh.
Just Denmark and Margaret River.
That should be good.
Are people
Yeah.
from Denmark Danish?
No. This is-
Why not?
Denmark situated in Australia. No.
But they are from Denmark, no?
No.
And people from Denmark are Danish.
So why
Yes,
is
but
it
they're-
called Denmark then? Why do they name it Denmark?
I don't know. I guess like
It's the same with New
why?
Zealand, though.
Yeah.
Because
There's-
Zealand is a how would you say it? Like a county in Dutch in
Netherlands.
what's that place called? Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's called Zeeland, and then they just came over here. They called us New Holland, which is a place in
Yeah.
Netherlands, and they called New Zealand because it's the New Zealand. Like there's a York and there's a New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
but
don't
like,
get. It's not very creative.
yeah, but it's like Denmark. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bit confusing.
It's not named after the country, but by a doctor called Alexander Denmark.
There you go.
Oh,
Wow, so they're not Danish.
Not Danish at all.
They're
Nice name.
It's just a nice name.
Just a nice name.
so anyway, back to your surfing
Yeah,
trip, Caitlin.
surfing trip. Tell us about it.
Margaret River,
It's just like a week and a half, just spending time with the family.
surfing the waves, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, Margaret River's nice.
Yeah.
We all went down for OES camp, of course.
Yes.
I was that there.
Yeah, roundabout. I think we stayed in Boranup.
Yeah.
Boring up, yeah.
But yeah, pretty
Oh.
much Margaret River, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Because
What
the
about-
Cape to Cape is situated along the Margaret River coast.
Yeah.
Huh. Dude, have you ever done that walk?
Yeah, I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
I wanted to do it, but then I thought I might not survive.
No, like you can, especially if you space it out over like a few days. You like,
Oh, I thought you just did it in one day.
That's
No.
pretty hard.
it's
Roman.
pretty like, yeah.
Oh. But it looked really small on the map.
You don't have any concept.
Yeah.
I'd like to give it a shot.
You just keep walking and then
Yeah.
you get to the other Cape, you walk back.
How long is it, roughly?
Roughly
Oh.
300 Ks.
Yeah.
300
Ks.
Ooh. Kilometers.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Like-
walking.
And basically, it took us 20 Ks in
How fast are
one
you
day.
traveling?
What do you mean, how fast are you traveling? How many
If
kilometers
the,
an
if
hour?
the walk is 300 kilometers and Caitlin and buddies walk 5 kilometers an hour,
Let's not do math.
Yeah, it's a Monday afternoon, Roman.
Come on, we don't do math.
It takes you about 60 hours. to
60
complete the
hours.
walk.
Yeah.
You can't do that in a day.
Math. Wow.
Nope, you can't.
That's about 3 days, but that's non-stop.
That's like a week. Dude,
Yeah.
that is long.
Yeah, it is long.
But it'd be worth it.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely.
Yeah, you could walk and then at the end of it you'd be like, wow, I walked really far.
It's about the experience, the journey.
The journey, not the
endpoint.
destination.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's life.
Well, what are you doing these holidays, Roman?
Oh, that's a good question.
People want to know.
I think I'll be making myself a sandwich of some point. Possibly with mayonnaise, a little bit of salami, and some pickles perhaps.
Pickles are disgusting.
No, they're
Change
not.
it.
No, they're not. No, they are not. That is blasphemy of the highest order.
I have to agree with
I make
I
mine
don't-
homemade.
Okay, let's not go off on this tangent. So you're making a sandwich.
I'm making a
Yeah.
sandwich. I'm going down south, I think, to Nornalop or something of those
Yeah.
sorts.
Where's that?
I don't know.
South.
It's
west?
Nornalop. That's
Okay.
down south.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do down there?
I don't know.
Surf the waves like Caitlin?
I can't surf. I could try, but that'd be an effort.
Yeah.
What else? I will be listening to music. I'll be hanging out, chilling at the park, shooting some hoops,
Seeing Beth.
seeing Beth. Yes.
Aw.
Okay, what are you doing, Damien?
I want to try and make an album over holidays. That's my one thing I want to achieve.
Actually,
Of
Yeah.
covers or original songs?
Original songs. Yeah.
Awesome.
I've worked on a little bit of lyrics and ideas before.
Ooh, that could come in useful because I've only really written the music, not any lyrics.
Yeah, I have a few ideas. I have a book I made with Bethany Cook, and we sat down and just had a few ideas flinging here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We should collab sometime.
collapse some time. Yeah. So tell us about your album. What do you want to get out of this? Why do you want to make it? Let's start with that.
Why do I want to make it?
Boredom.
I guess boredom. I have these melodies and these kind of things going on in my head. I have to let them out,
There you go. Maybe you should title the album Boredom.
Boredom. I'd probably call
Ooh.
it the album in capital letters.
Oh, that's cool.
Because the first song I ever recorded was called The Song in capitals. Because I didn't know what to call it, so I just called
Yeah.
it The Song. So I think I might call it the album.
There you go.
But yeah, so
The
the
album.
way I write songs,
Okay.
most of my songs are on piano, or I write them on the piano. A couple I've done on guitar, but I find with piano, I can visually see the music better compared to
Okay.
the guitar. I think your options are just so much more limitless on
Yeah,
the
because
piano.
when on the piano, the notes are all right out in front of you.
Yeah. So I'll just go to the piano, write something,
Yeah.
And record yourself singing, I guess.
It's not singing. No,
Not
I
singing,
can't sing.
so you're just going to do it instrumental.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, you can
Unless-
get someone to sing. Caitlin, can you sing?
We'll just keep that to the shower, shall we?
Yeah. Yeah, I have an average singing voice that everyone else has. I can't sing, which is a shame because.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? But yeah, so I record myself. I can't write sheet music. I don't have that level of musical theory. I know the chords and notes and scales and different musical techniques and the diminished seventh chord and all that stuff.
The what?
Yeah, but writing it out, I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. So what I do, I just record the audio of it, or I'll put it up on a table next to the piano, and I'll record myself playing it so I can see what notes I'm doing. And so yeah, and then from there I'll refurbish it, add a bit in here or there, and I'll probably next go into bass parts. Because I find the bass is quite simple to add into your songs. Obviously, the generate. Should I talk about this? You're gonna understand what I'm saying.
What, is it all musical stuff?
Wait, is it intensively music? If I don't get it,
A tiny
then
bit.
I
Alright, just bass, and then after bass, I'll put in some guitar.
What
Probably
kind of bass? So you're gonna slap it in.
No.
You're gonna slap it in.
I can't slap the bass. I've tried many times.
It's so hard.
It is very
You
hard.
have to have an extreme level of funk to just do it.
I don't know how Flea can do that every day. Just
Because he probably has no feeling in his.
he's just lost all
Yeah.
feeling in his thumbs.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it is severe funk. You have to really hit the strings. So they're super
Yeah.
heavy as well. But yeah, okay, so after
So
bass,
anyway,
it's
yeah, and then we'll put in some lead guitar, some harmonizing. No, what's the word?
harmonizing.
Some kind of. I don't know.
Harmonization.
Yeah, dissonance is very important to all you musical people out there.
You're gonna guitar solos?
I'm not good at creating guitar solos. I'm good at adding little notes and riffs here and there to add dissonance to a piece of music to make it sound more interesting. But in terms of solos, I'm not very good. Guitar is probably my weakest out of the three instruments I play, to be completely honest with you.
Guitar's your weakest.
Yeah, it probably goes piano, bass. Is it? Or maybe it's on level even with bass. I don't know, but yeah. But in terms of
how's guitar your weakest? You've been doing that for the longest.
Yeah, but technically a piano maybe. I don't know. It's complicated. I don't want to get into it, but
Can you play any instruments, Caitlin?
Yeah, Caitlin, what about you?
I used to play the clarinet, and then used to play guitar and ukulele, but I'm trying to get back into the ukulele because I just love it.
Fair enough. Yeah, you could do Zanny.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. It's like, you know how Karam,
I do know Karam.
He always puts
it was Swimming Carnival.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, you know, it'd be really cool if I brought my red ukulele, in Moyes.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I was playing it, and then Karam saw.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just got it.
See, I wish I could do that because he just plays like Riptide.
Riptide
by Vance Joy all the time.
It's so annoying. I remember.
It's annoying, but yeah. It's kind of cool in a way.
You have to be able to do Mercy Lou, then you've mastered your instrument.
Which one's that?
You know the beginning of Pulp Fiction?
Oh,
Yeah. If you can do that on guitar, then you win. That's it. You can just put the guitar down.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So anyway, if you do want to listen to my song called The Song, it's on my old YouTube channel called Dang Damo. Give it a listen if you do want to. Yeah, it does require you to put effort into listening in order to get some appreciation out of it. It's not some like easy to listen to pop hit like Thank You Next, for instance. Like Ariana Grande, the one there. Should we? Wait, what are we doing for time, Nathan?
We're on 30 minutes.
We still have to recap.
Do we want to go the Ariana Grande route?
No, I think we should save it for when we have like the specifically music.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Watch out for that.
Maybe say what you're watching out for.
Ariana Grande. It'll come up in a future podcast.
It's bound to.
So back to end of term one.
End of term one.
How do we think this term went, guys?
From a Wellbeing Prefect perspective, how do you think this term one's gone?
I think it's gone great. I mean, there's been a lot of activities, like Beyond Blue Day was last week, yeah? Last week.
Kind of sweet.
And then Kind of Sweet the week before.
Yeah.
And yeah, just everything's coming together. Year 12's going by really fast.
How do you think the year's been for Year 12 so far? Like, do you think it's been harder than what you thought, or easier, or?
I mean, in a way, easier than last year since I do less ATAR subjects.
Yeah.
But I guess the content's got harder and there's a lot more to learn in a short space of time since the year is shorter than last year.
What about you, Roman?
I don't know. Year 12 it was kind of a stigma behind it because in Year 11 and the rest of my schooling career, it seemed as if there was like a doomsday clock ticking. Until the Year 12 when I finally went off and I just had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was kind of excited because I like those sorts of vibes. But yeah, and then you have all the Year 12s and the people who come back saying how it's really quite difficult and whatnot, but honestly, I'm kind of not feeling it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I'm not. I thought it would be like way more fast-paced, intense, harder, more stressful, but it just hasn't been.
It's just all centralized around assessments. And I think that's where the hardest part comes from, is that it's, in a way it is sort of a doomsday clock, but not that to that level, of course, but it's all just assessments. It's all you do in classes, especially ATAR. It's just, you do an assessment, then you study up for the next one, do content, next assessment, then move on to content for your next assessment, and then finally your exams.
Yeah. Which
I think is where people can get very, stressed.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's a very stressful environment for some people. Constantly, that is.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Damien?
So, yeah, as I said, I don't think it's been as bad as I thought. I think I had this, idea in my head that it'd just be so stressful, and, every night I'd just be, doing hours of homework, stressing out.
I mean, you guys are doing this podcast, so
we clearly have some free time.
You do have free time.
Yeah, I remember when I was like younger in like year 7 and 8, and I just have like, just not panic attacks, but like moments of just like stress, being like, oh, year 12, I don't want to do that. I won't be able to, manage and cope. But I think it's been fine, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had any exams yet, so
The
maybe
way that
that's...
it's structured enables you to succeed.
Also, I'm doing 5 subjects as well, so
Yeah.
that takes the...
Pressure off.
Yeah.
Are you, what about you, Caitlin? What subjects are you doing? For context for the people.
I'm doing psychology, literature, philosophy, business, math apps. And is that 5?
That is 5.
That is 5. There you go.
Is the study period the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do in psychology? Do you diagnose each other?
No, not in that way. We more like learn about theorists. Yeah.
Bit of Freud.
Because
Yeah.
I've never been to a psychology class, and I thought you just sort of get a pair in the class and then sort of diagnose them with anxiety or something.
No.
And you get marked.
That is a massive misconception.
So you do it with like animals and stuff?
Yeah, like we went to the zoo.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you,
you
like,
did.
You
Yeah.
feed rats like substances
Oh, yeah,
and see what happens?
Let's talk about the zoo. So
Yeah.
why'd you go there? What'd you do?
Well, basically, we constructed some experiments.
Yeah.
Like there was baboons, and we looked at how they interacted with one another. Like, for example, they have the alpha, and
The
he
alpha.
would like...
Dude, that's me.
Okay, right.
Yeah, and he would like chase the little ones, like the juvenile baboons.
I've definitely seen that with dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs have a very interesting way because it's not based on who can bite the hardest or anything. It's based on just size.
Yeah.
And especially, I find it cool between the comparison between male dogs because they sort of have the larger dog and they just accept it straight up that dog is the alpha. But of course, there is the human being, which if you train your dog correctly, will see you as the alpha. But if not, then that's an issue. But anywho, but with female dogs, it's different. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So male dogs just accept it.
Yeah.
But female dogs sometimes they can just fight and they can full on bite each other because neither one backs down. And especially when it comes to human beings, because dogs tend to fight for our love and affection.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting. So
Yeah, definitely.
animals are kooky.
Yeah.
They're really primal, which I think is something that sometimes people don't understand when it comes to dogs and pets and whatnot. Is that they're not the same. They're not wired the same as humans. So when you put them outside and people think, oh, that's quite bad. It's it's a cold night or whatever. They are dogs. They can actually accustom themselves to it. So yeah. So what else do you do in psychology? Do you like split up brains and stuff? Or is that biology?
That's more human bio.
It's more
isn't it?
human bio, yeah.
Unlucky.
Is psychology your favorite subject?
No, I would have to say literature is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
Shout
doing
out.
that one?
We are doing Heart of Darkness at the moment.
Yeah.
Sounds quite sad.
It's very dark. I mean,
Yeah.
hence the title.
Sounds like a Billie Eilish song.
Song, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you want to read it just for pleasure, don't read it.
Yeah, don't read
It's
it.
but if you find pleasure in analyzing it, then by all means read it because it's terrific to analyze.
It's very interesting. Like you
Very.
wouldn't think when you read the sentence that it has so much meaning behind it
Yeah.
until like Dr. Betty Smith
Yeah.
would just explain everything.
Yeah.
And you're just like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Francis Ford Coppola adapted it to Apocalypse Now, the movie which we all saw last week. But yeah, anyway. What were we talking about originally? Recap of Year 12, yeah.
I think it's been good.
Yeah.
Good times, good vibes.
Good vibes, as always. World's Greatest Shave happened a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
We had... Who do we have shaving there?
Amy Welton.
Amy, Karam.
Karam,
Dayan.
of course, yeah. Some others.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That from our year, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever shave your head for charity?
Whoa. If I needed a haircut.
I think you got your motives wrong there.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, sure.
I think like I considered it a few years ago.
Yeah.
I really wanted to, and Just, like, I would in the future, I think.
Yeah,
That would
definitely.
be something that I would do.
I remember I shaved my head last year, and I should have done it for World's Greatest Shave.
Yeah, you
I just-
did.
I
Did
like.
you do it like a week before that?
I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
timing
remember.
was hilarious. I'd spend like my whole entire like year 11, year 10, like growing it out, and then tied it up in a bun and everything, and I had it for like half of year 11, and then a week before the World's Greatest Shave, I was like, you know what, I want to shave all my hair off, and yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. But,
I reckon if if I knew I was going to raise a good amount of money, I'd do it.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. We also got here the ability for all kids to take on new and exciting creative ventures.
Dude, that's like us.
That's like the podcast.
Yeah.
Is that all you were referring to?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
kids like us, and within this school, because it is a pretty good school that obviously allows you as an individual to shine, and this is a great example of it. That
I reckon. I don't know if this is too unrealistic, but I like to see some like recording like studios in the pack,
we do already, don't
Do we?
But they're sort
Yeah.
of but what do you mean, like?
or like
Proper soundproofing.
yeah, and like
Proper
like mics and
soundproofing.
stuff, so you can actually like record your own music.
It would be great if they like enforced people in our like all year groups to like join or form bands, I should say.
Enforce
And
it?
like yeah.
Enforce
You
it.
have to be in a band.
Well, like just put the idea out
They
there.
hand them the drumsticks.
I think
Yeah,
Congrats,
well,
kid.
bands are a great.
It's important, like the
One
arts.
of us now.
No,
Like,
definitely,
our
the arts are very important.
our school is like quite
sport
focused,
oriented. Yeah.
but it is also art orientated, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Me and Rome were in a band once.
There you go.
That's a future podcast waiting to happen.
That's a later time. It's a later time.
Yeah.
We're at time. So you
We
want
out of
to
time.
Alright, we're gonna wrap this up.
We gotta wrap this bad boy up.
Is there another question?
No, I think that's good to end on that. Oh yes, Caitlin, we have a very important question to ask you, which is
Okay.
hopefully going to become a little bit of a tradition for every guest we have on.
Okay.
And it's very personal. If you don't want to answer it, that's completely fine.
Okay. Shoot.
Completely within
Don't
your
feel any
rights.
pressure to answer.
No pressure to answer.
It's okay.
If you could be any component of an aircraft, what aircraft component would you be and why?
I think I would be the windows,
The wind.
The wind.
because you could see those who look out outside of the aeroplane craft, and like you just have a view of like everything. I mean, just like
A nice view of the sky.
yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just think I would take like more of a joke. So, I don't know.
I've never heard someone want to be a window before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think
Wait, would you be the outside of the window or the inside of the
because
window?
there's 2 layers.
There is.
It's double layered.
Oh
Or
no.
would you be both?
If I could be, I would like to be both, but maybe.
Does that count the shutter as well, or
No, I wouldn't count the shot.
you don't want to be the shutter?
No.
Someone else can be the shutter.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, that has been an After Hours podcast. Thank you for listening.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. Thank you very much, Caitlin.
Yeah,
Thank you, Caitlin
Thanks for
Traill.
having
Coming
me.
on. You've been a fantastic guest. Make sure to subscribe to us if you haven't already. Like this if you did like it. Let me and Roman know if you want to come on in the future. We'd love to have you. And yeah,
Thank you so much for listening.
My name's
Have
been
a
Jeff.
wonderful evening.
see you later.
Bye.